Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Damone Clark gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Rattler. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back. How difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go. I think.
Lamb will go in motion. They'll run on first down. Clinton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Yeah! Here we go! Right take! Here we go,
Now Dak, he wants to change the play. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go! 47. 26.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, here we go. Right take.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
So crisis averted, but now facing third and goal.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 47.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
What I said! We're going to 54. Why it is? What do you think? What do you think?
Prescott to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Got it. Ready? Set.
Throwing is Rattler. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lowry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready up. Go. 72.
On first down, Lowry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah! Here we go!
Prescott now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So still 14 yards to go. Second down.
Here we go! Right there.
Now Prescott.
Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
He's got Mingo.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
The Cowboys had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Then we're going to 53.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on fourth down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
To the air is Rattler. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the gun, here's Rattler. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Rattler wants to throw it. And complete once again to Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rattler. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian Watson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Oh, how about this? No. Right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Now he's loose at the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 71 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion right is Brown. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's got room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Hey, kill. 26.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
This 2nd and 4. Play action now. Prescott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Klein. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle, Nwangwu. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check!
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Luke Schoonmaker,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Let's go! 79!
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 8.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Hey, kill!
They start the drive with Vaughn.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
Prescott from the gun.
Open man is Mingo. Complete.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2.
Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there!
On the ground with Vaughn.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now up to 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rattler. Flushed out right. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 46 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Hey, kill. 47.
Lamb will go in motion.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Prescott to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll run on 1st down. Lowry breaks through the contact. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
In motion goes the tight end.
Throwing is Rattler.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Smith catches left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jonnu Smith, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Now Myers for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll keep it on the ground. Lowry. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
And that flag accepted.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. This is 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go, kill! Then we're going to 53. 20, take it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets around him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take it. 20, take it.
Prescott. He'll air one out deep from Mingo.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Yeah! Here we go, 47.
To throw, Prescott. This is caught. It's Brown. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill.
Now Dak. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before.